All right, welcome back to the NVMax Collectibles channel. Here we have a deck profile from our Georgia first place champion of Springfest with Panda. How you feeling about that, Panda?
Dude, I honestly feels amazing. Like, shout out to my teammate Kemp and Hung, or H, I guess. They're like, honestly, two of the most coolest people I know. Yeah.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Once again, I didn't say that actually. Congratulations on your win. I'm pretty sure it was very exciting for you to win that tournament, especially since you've been grinding for quite a bit. I think I'd say.
For sure.
All right. What did you play during that tournament?
I played 7 Deadly Sin. I think this deck is honestly one of the 2 best deck in the format right now, or maybe 3 if you include like Slime. But yeah, I think this deck is like insane.
Oh, so you played 7 Deadly Sins this tournament. What made you change to this instead of Chainsaw Man?
Yeah, so my teammate Hung wanted to play Chainsaw Man. I feel like he's one of the best Chainsaw Man in SoCal. So like I feel like I could just let him do that, and then I can pivot to another deck that plays similar to Chainsaw Man. But yeah, I think like this is honestly a super competent deck going into trios. And I honestly might take this deck again for singles, but I'm not too sure about that.
Sounds good. How were your matchups during the tournament?
So my matchup was pretty good. I went X1 in I went X1 in Swiss, and then during Top Cut, our team won, but I lost that game unfortunately. But thank God my team won. And then going into the second round of Top Cut, we swept them. Which is really cool. And then our final, we also swept. So it was pretty interesting.
Must have been quite the rush to get to that top table there.
For sure.
And it definitely was a bigger rush when you won the top table.
Yeah, most definitely. I really enjoyed it.
All right, sounds good. Without further ado, let's see what you played for Georgia. Let's see that deck list.
For sure. So I played 4 Stock Soul as well as 4 Pants. I think like the Pants top end is a lot better than Escanor. For Escanor, I feel like he is a guaranteed kill at level 3, but most of the time I feel like having the reach to kill your opponent at level 2 with Hendrickson is a lot better. So I played 4 of the Hendrickson Ricky. I think this card is very important. It is a pay 1 on play. I take a damage basically from the top card of my deck. Search my deck for a cost 0 character equal to my level or lower, and then call on the field. Most of the time I will be calling my level 1 combo. Or not level 1 combo, level 0 combo, I mean. And then this card also has a really cool effect, is when he attacks, he can choose 1 character, any character, and it gets 1k. Normally I prefer playing 3 Ricky in my deck, but 7 Deadly Sin have a very like bad level 1 or level 0 selection for blue particularly, so I have to play this for color.
Gotcha.
But if I could bump it down for something else, I probably would. But yeah, I played 4 combo. I think this combo is like super oppressive. It is honestly pretty crazy. Her effect is on climax placement. I get to mill 1 and then salvage equal to the character milled, or anything milled. Just grab a card, I guess. And then it's also brainstorm salvage. This card is really dope, where you get to do this since the climax is on play. I get to mill first and then get a stock for my combo afterwards. This card's essentially just like my deck plays a lot of level 0s, and early game, if I have this early, I'm basically going infinite, which is insane. I played 4 Escanor Mom. I think this card is also very oppressive. It's also very brain dead also. This card effect it's a stock bomb for basically each of his other name in the waiting room. So if I have 3 of these, I can kill level 3, which is insane.
That is kind of crazy.
Yeah, for sure. Honestly, I abuse this card so much. Like against Chainsaw Man, if they have a Kishibe, I just have like one of them in waiting room, try field, and I can go through my deck pretty easily with this card and just get rid of their board for fun. Same thing with the level 1 combo from Spy Family. I just get rid of it for fun. Standby matchup is easy. I can get rid of this card. Basically, I think this card is just too insane to play. Yeah, so the next card I play is my Clean Cut. This card is on play. It gets 1/5 for the turn, and then when it reverses my opponents, I get to choose one of my other character and send it to a back row. This is a mandatory effect, by the way. Some people newer players don't know that, and then they just end up getting like a warning from judge if you don't use this effect, but mandatory. I play this card because like early game, since this combo it can proc anywhere, I just sometimes front row her, attack with her first, get my reverse, call her back. Same thing with this. I can just swing, reverse my opponent, send the character to stock, and then clean cut it back so I can use it again next turn. This card's just like insane in my deck. I play 2 because I can only fit 2. I would play more, but you know, it is what it is. I play 2 of the Elaine Brainstorm. The first effect is irrelevant. We don't play that combo, but I play her for her second effect. Her second effect is really interesting where she gets to tap herself, send one of my character on board to the waiting room, Brainstorm. If I hit, I get to look at top 3 at a card. Most of the time, if I need Escanor in waiting room, I sack it and I get to look at top 3. I go through my deck. If I don't hit. It's just a way to exit my deck state. If I hit, that's even better. I get to go through my entire deck, grab whatever I need. And since a majority of my deck is lower level character, I can just... This card's always live. Honestly, in the future, I think this card might be a little bit too much as a 2-of. I might cut it for one of my clean cut. For I think this card's a little bit too important. Honestly, 3/5 can kill some level 1 combo. I think this card's just too good. Yeah, I play 2 of this Meliodas. It's a Rico effect. It's on play, pitch, reveal top, salvage equal to the card revealed. This card is
equal to the card's level revealed. Is that correct?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I play a lot of level 0s. If I could just pitch any dead level 3s, grab anything important in my waiting room to play. And then it's also on attack, give any character 500, which is also crazy. I honestly think I might bump this up to 3-2, but I'm not too sure. This is the one flex spot in my deck, so it's like it's up in the air of what I want to do in the future, but I'll probably play test more to have like a good idea of what I want to do. I played 2 of this card. I think this card is like arguably the best climax swap in the game, no lie. Its effect is on play, look at top 2, I get to rearrange the 2 card, and then it's a climax swap. The reason why I think these kind of climax swap is OP, specifically in this deck, is because I can rearrange my top deck to check for this. I can also rearrange my top deck to check for this. If I see a climax on any of the combo or on any of this, I can just combo, mill it, grab, or not combo. I can just brainstorm, grab anything I want. And if I ever see like a level 3 or a climax, I can just like, you know, mill it with this. It's like 3 pluses. But yeah, I think this card is like super important in this deck, and I wouldn't play any less than 2. Yeah, I also play 2 of this Hendrickson Drop Search. This card I think is so important. So usually I always end up doing my Drop Search first before I do my first effect, which is on play, reveal top. If it's a character, give 1k to anyone. So the same philosophy goes with this card. It is on play, I reveal top. If I hit any character, I get to have access to information to do this or to do this as well. And then if I see a climax, obviously brainstorm, also very crucial. Sometimes I use him as a sack target for this, which is really neat because like he already did his purpose. He already searched me a card I need, and then if I reveal a climax, sack him, go through my deck, grab anything important. So crucial. And he's blue for my level 3 combo. And this deck also lacked blue, so it's like it's pretty crucial to play.
How many blues do you play in this deck?
I think that should be 6 level 0 blue. I play 4 levels 3 blue. Actually I played this card also. I played that makes 7, 11 plus climax is 15. which is a pretty low number, I say, for basically your finisher or for anything to play at later level.
Right.
But yeah, I played this card. I think I might cut this card. I feel like this card is either or. His first effect is assist, gives something 500 in front, and then I can pitch one, send him to the waiting room, salvage any character. Since I already salvaged so much in this deck, like having this card is redundant, and sometimes I need the hand. So this card is like whatever.
What would you cut it out for?
Probably cut it out, like I said. I want maybe cut it out for this and cut it out for what is it? My clean cut, but I'm not too sure on that. Or I can just play another one of this. I think this card's a little bit too good. So maybe because my blue is low, I don't want to cut any more blue. Yeah. So that I also play this Elizabeth. She has the ability, your opponent gets like basically Encore 2, and then on play I choose a card from my hand, send it to stock. This card is crazy. Most of the time I go overhand, so I always play her preemptively to put a card from my hand to stock so I don't go overhand. Also, most of it I spend my stock pretty like aggressively in this deck. So having the ability to put a card from my hand into stock is like super important, because going to level 3 you need at least 7 stock to triple combo. So yeah, it's like this card's just too good for me, or for my playstyle. I think it's too good.
Pretty big for level 0. That's
3/5.
That's so much.
That's why her condition, or that's why she has a downside of giving you your opponent's Encore 2. And then I don't think that's a real condition.
That's not a real condition. Come on.
Sure,
Who's gonna pay 2? I know some people would pay 2, but still.
Yeah. Honestly, sometimes pay 3 is a detriment for your opponent. I sometimes want to rather pay 3 to get rid of like climax deep inside.
Yeah.
So it's like this card's like no downside.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a downside. I played one of the pig. This pig is like okay. Most of the time he goes into my level. It is a runner that's also pay once, send himself to a waiting room, like a top 4, add a character. I never play this card. I have too much deck speed already. I feel like this card is like never necessary. I do understand the philosophy of playing it just to pay out a dead stock to go through your deck, but like yeah, I just never played this card. I honestly might cut this for another one of this, no lie. But yeah. Or I might cut this for another one of this. I think this card is broken. It is on play, reveal top. If it's a character added, pitch it. And I can also pitch a character to draw a card. Most of the time, like I can basically know what I'm adding through card like this, anything that gives me top check information is like insane with this card. Like if I see a climax with any of this, I can also do this, draw a climax. The first effect is also really dope, like revealing top. If it's a climax, I can just use the second effect, grab the climax, start comboing. This deck is all gas, no break. Like I'm basically slamming this every turn.
Sensing a theme here between the type of decks you play.
Yeah, for sure. Honestly, this is like something you have to play in the English meta. I feel like, because like the English meta plays too fast compared to the Japanese meta, and like in order to like to keep up, you have to play something that's like super fast as well. That's why like decks like Overlord is having like a really tough matchup in America, because like deck like these and CSM and Azure Lane, they go too fast. Like hitting Overlord past level, or hitting Overlord for a level every turn is like GG for them. Yeah, that's why like there's essentially like 0 to no top for that deck in America. But my teammate did make it with that deck, and I think that's pretty cool. So I play 4 of this guy. His effect is on play, pitch 1, look for another 1 copy of himself from deck. And then he also has an effect where if you have another one of him on the board, he gets 500 for every one of my other character, I guess. And he also has on attack, look at the top card of my deck. I actually look at the top 2 card of my deck. I can leave one on top, leave one in a waiting room. This guy's also really cool. You don't have to like look at 2 all the time. You can look at top, decide what you want to do, and then you can, if you want to mill it, you mill it. Look at the second card, and the second card is like you have to keep it. But most of the time, I play this card to not trigger climax, unless I need it. unless I need to trigger a climax. So then I will obviously like inadvertently do this, I guess, like on attack, try to dig for this so I can grab my combo for my finishing turn, or grab this so I can kill my opponent faster, I guess. Yeah, but I think this card's a little too good. He also like gets me out of really bad deck six sometimes. And I think this card is just like, yeah, really good. It's also pitch a dead card from my hand, or dead level 3 character from my hand to grab like a playable card, which is like always good to have early. I play one of this guy. I've never used him. I don't think I'll ever use him, but I think he's a little bit too important to play because his effect is on play mode 3. If I hit a climax, I get to choose one of my opponent's level 3 character and send it to waiting room, I believe. And then it's also on reverse. If my character has level 3 and they're level 2, I can send that character to stock, and then they take the bottom card or top card, bottom card, and then remove it. Yeah, I think this card's like fine. I play him as a tech card just to get just against standby, but I don't play against a lot of standby decks, so it's like it's fine. It's fine to have. I think next for level 3, I played this Fumio. This card is so broken. His effect is on play. Tap one of my other character. I get to basically your opponents choose one of their climax in their waiting room, shuffle everything else. The climax stays there, and then he also refunds you a stock on play. If I have 4 more other character, choose a character from my waiting room, send it to stock. This combined with this card is so unfair. So this card is a climax swap, or not climax swap, stock swap. So it is on play, pay 1, send all of my opponent's stock to the waiting room, and then they get to replace it with the top card of their deck, or the same number from top card of their deck.
That's right. This set has both a stock swap and a Fumio. That's crazy.
Yeah. So obviously the combo is you stock swap them. And then, so assuming their stock's clean, you're basically sending like anywhere from 6 to like 10 stock to the waiting room. I assume they will like restock all of their climaxes, and then if they have a clean waiting room, I play this, send basically everything back into their deck, and they just lose the game of my combo. Yeah, I think these 2 cards are so oppressive, and then on the upcoming ban list, I think these 2 might be choice restricted. Yeah.
You think 7 Deadly Sins is ban list worthy even after getting hit once?
Honestly, yeah. This deck, even though it is really hard to hit this deck without hitting the other deck, these 2 cards are a little bit too oppressive to have legal. So I think you either choose either or just ban one of them. I honestly think that choosing one of 2 is a lot better than banning the entire package outright, or banning one card outright, because if you just ban one card, you're just hurting the other deck for no reason.
Sounds reasonable.
Yeah, and then I played 4 of this. It is a 4 more early play that gets 2k, and then I get to pitch 1 stock heal. It is okay. I use it like every now and then. Most of the time I just level this card, because if you guys notice, I don't play any green level 0. I essentially just level it just to stock swap, which is like pretty crucial to the gameplay, I guess. And I played 4 level 3 combo. This combo is pretty interesting. It is he gets 1k per your opponent's back row. On play, look at top 3, add a card, and since you're adding a card, you don't show your opponents, which is like really cool. And then his combo effect is pay 1, pitch 2. On attack, I get to look at the top card of my opponent's deck. We call that Mocha in this game. And then you get to leave it on top or send it to the waiting room, and then you burn 4. I believe Mocha 1 is real. Anything other than 1 is fake.
Really?
Yeah, because most of the time it's either the top card or the 4th card, 3rd card. I don't know. But,
All right, tell me honestly, how many times have you actually hit off the Mocha 1 on Georgia?
Once or twice a game.
Once or twice a game.
Yeah,
That's including Swiss and top 8 and top 4.
Yep. So this card is like insane. Like I said, Mocha 1 is so real, and the burn 4 is just there for the scammer potential. I believe one of the game, I got blasted to 3 super fast, and I just like I had 7 stock exact. I tri-field this guy. The cool thing about this guy is he's on play like a top 3 anything, so I could just add another one of himself if I hit. On play, add like another one of himself if I hit, or a stock swap or a Fumio, or I can just grab a climax, which is like really important. Yeah, this card is like, the scammer potential is so high because one of the game, I believe I killed my opponent at like 2-2, which is like pretty insane. Yeah, this card just has a lot of reach. I honestly prefer this over Escanor because Escanor, I feel like it has close to no reach at all. It needs your opponents to be at 3, and when you're behind, you just like, it's just a feels bad moment. This card, at least if you're behind, he can turn himself into like a full board plus a climax, which is like pretty interesting, pretty good, I say. But yeah, that should be my deck profile.
All right, sounds good. Thank you for sharing us your deck list. You have anything to say for the viewers?
Yeah, honestly, again, I would like to shout out to my teammate H and Kemp. They're amazing, honestly, 2 of the best player I know over here. Shout out to NBI Max, they're my local. They helped me train to be a champion, I guess. And shout out to OCL for helping me fine-tune the deck. And then shout out to John Jacob and OCL. They're the 2 that like, I guess, craft the deck when Escanor got hit, and then they start showing our local about the goo, I guess, the good stuff. And then I picked it up from them. So shout out to you guys. Yeah, that should be it.
All right, sounds good. Once again, thank you for showing us your deck profile here, and thank you again for watching this video, guys. And I hope to see you guys in the next video.
All right, goodbye.
Peace.